Every loaf of industrial bread factory bread begins here, in the golden fields of wheat.
Massive harvesters gather the wheat that fuels the industrial bread factory.
Tons of wheat grain move from field to storage in minutes. The harvest transfers directly into transport bound for the industrial bread factory. Secured and ready, raw wheat begins its journey. From farmland to processing infrastructure. Convoys deliver the lifeblood of the industrial bread factory. Before bread, wheat must be stored and prepared. Every kilogram entering the industrial bread factory system is measured. The unloading process begins. Thousands of kernels flow toward industrial processing. Hidden systems move raw material toward preparation. Gravity and engineering work together. Stored safely before milling for industrial bread factory bread. Quality begins at the very first kernel. Moisture levels determine perfect flour consistency. The wheat is cleared for transformation. The approved wheat moves directly into the industrial bread factory milling system. Controlled intake ensures steady production flow. For milling, impurities are removed with precision. Safety begins with invisible details. Air-driven systems move grain efficiently across the industrial bread factory. Separation technology prepares grain for milling. Mechanical cleaning protects the integrity of every loaf. The final transfer before transformation. Gravity guides wheat through layers of industrial precision. The industrial bread factory begins converting grain into flour. Separation defines texture and purity. Nothing is wasted in modern production. Refination creates consistency for perfect bread. Flour travels seamlessly toward the baking division. Bulk flour is stored under strict environmental control. Automation coordinates every movement. The transformation into bread officially begins. Raw flour is ready for blending into dough. Inside the industrial bread factory, flour meets precision engineering. Strict hygiene protects every loaf. Every shift begins with safety. This is the heart of dough production. Precision hydration activates the transformation. Measured yeast brings life to the dough. Balance ensures consistent industrial bread factory bread. Mechanical force develops structure and strength. Experience verifies what machines create. Fresh dough advances to fermentation. Controlled fermentation shapes flavor and texture. Time and warmth awaken the yeast. Automation maintains perfect conditions. The dough comes alive. Now precision portioning begins. Each piece takes its first defined form. Uniform weight ensures uniform baking. The next stage prepares them for their final identity. Before shaping continues, every bread pan in the industrial bread factory is thoroughly cleaned. Drying ensures hygiene and perfect release during baking. Even the smallest defect is removed from production. Precision alignment supports uniform industrial bread factory bread. Shaping defines the loaf structure. Uniform thickness ensures even baking. Each loaf takes its final pre-baked shape. Automation guarantees consistent placement. Hundreds of loaves advance together. Proofing refines texture before baking. Warmth allows the dough to rise naturally. Perfect proofing defines the final volume. Controlled precisely to the second. The loaves are ready for finishing touches. Scoring controls expansion during baking. Moisture prepares the crust for transformation. Heat now begins the final change. In minutes, dough becomes bread inside the industrial bread factory. Heat completes the transformation from dough to industrial bread factory bread. Precision machinery releases each loaf intact. Cooling begins immediately to stabilize structure. Flow and time bring balance to the industrial bread factory bread. Even cooling protects texture and moisture. The bread is ready for inspection. Technology verifies uniformity at every step. Only consistent loaves proceed. Safety is verified before slicing begins. Positioning ensures even slices. Uniform slices define industrial bread factory bread. Precision cutting preserves structure. Stability is key before packaging. Packaging begins in a continuous flow. Each loaf is sealed for freshness. Packaging begins in a continuous flow. Each loaf is sealed for freshness. Sealed to protect quality. Traceability ensures accountability. Hundreds of finished loaves move toward distribution. Production shifts from baking to organized distribution. Packaging infrastructure prepares for volume. Careful handling preserves every industrial bread factory loaf. Weight accuracy ensures consistency. Secure packaging prepares bread for transport. Automation builds stable shipping units. Stacking completes one production cycle. Stability protects the product in motion. Tracking begins before departure. From line to logistics. Storage organizes the factory's output. Every pallet has its designated place. Scale defines modern bread production. Inventory moves with precision.
Scan confirmed, systems updated.
Demand determines the next movement. The bread prepares to leave the industrial bread factory. Careful loading protects freshness. The shipment is sealed for delivery. Behind every loaf, a network of automation keeps the industrial bread factory running. Data guides precision at every stage. Supply forecasting prevents interruption. Automation sustains continuous bread production. Every movement is timed to the second. Vision systems maintain visual consistency. Rapid response prevents production loss. Controlled heat defines perfect crust. Efficiency drives sustainable production. Preventive systems protect machinery. Modern factories anticipate before failure. Hygiene is integrated into automation. Cooling precision preserves bread quality. Every industrial bread factory loaf is traceable. Counting never misses a unit. Flexibility meets industrial scale. Storage conditions are carefully maintained. Technology connects factory to marketplace. Precision continues even after packaging. Brand identity must be flawless. Freshness is protected by tested seals. Small details ensure reliability. Automation corrects even minor imperfections. Multiple lines become one continuous flow. Outer packaging reflects inner quality. Protection extends beyond the loaf. Structural integrity secures transport. Stability ensures safe distribution. Exact dimensions prevent logistics errors. Reinforcement prepares the load for motion. Human oversight completes automation. Shipment has a destination. Movement toward market begins. Precision extends beyond the production floor. Bread is staged for safe transport. From precision finishing to final readiness. Beyond production, science safeguards every loaf. Random sampling verifies consistency. Internal texture reveals baking precision. Chemical balance confirms fermentation quality. Moisture balance determines freshness. Softness is measured scientifically. Color consistency defines brand identity. Safety extends beyond visible inspection. Controlled testing ensures public safety. Shelf life trials predict performance in stores. Transport resilience is validated. Safety systems are constantly verified. Documentation protects consumer trust. Every critical point is monitored. Final authorization clears the shipment. Quality assurance meets logistics for final release.
With approval secured, distribution proceeds. With approval secured, distribution proceeds.
The journey nears its final chapter. Each carton of industrial bread factory bread is sealed for protection. Automation ensures strength and precision in every stack. Stability is locked in before departure. Traceability follows every pallet. From line to logistics, movement remains seamless. Organized storage prepares for national distribution. Digital tracking maintains supply accuracy. Controlled environments protect freshness. Distribution vehicles arrive on schedule. Final loading begins. Every pallet positioned for safe transit. Stability ensures delivery integrity. The shipment is officially secured. From factory floor to open road. A system engineered for daily nourishment.
And this is how modern factories produce industrial bread factory bread from start to finish.
Precision, safety, and scale working together.
Subscribe for more real factory breakdowns.